And hello, everybody. We are live. Hello and welcome to our little slice of Saturday. We are Saves vs. Death, a Cyberpunk Red actual play and podcast that airs every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern here on twitch.tv/Saves vs. Death. I am Blank. I play the referee. And with me today is Jess as Moxie 11, the unconscious and in serious trouble street reporter. We have 80s as Deeks, the Nutrunner, who's now running the show. And we have I did it right. Games as Wraith, the rocker boy medtech who just got beat the fuck up. And our special guest, of course, is my wife, Ada, as Checkers, the techie who might be in for more than she bargained for. I want to put out a reminder that we have 3 new channel point redemptions for you guys. If at any point you think about a question that you'd like to ask a cast member or their character, you can redeem for it over there somewhere. It's a button. And at our next Q&A for Night City Sofa, which is coming up, we will try to answer it for you. There's also a character Would You Rather, which we'll likely answer in chat if we see it, or the next Night City Sofa. So, as a reminder, please keep these safe for work questions. We do reserve the right to not answer any questions we deem unfit. Or has the potential for spoilers. We don't want to spoil the game for other people, just certainly. With that, I will pass it on to Games, who will give us his normal spiel. Take it away, Games.
Hello. If you like what we do, but would like to see us get better at what we do, you can always subscribe to us here. If you have Amazon Prime, you can marry that with your Twitch account, and they will give you a free subscription every month that you could spend on us if you wanted to. Wouldn't cost you anything. Definitely helps the channel out. Lets us grow and fix all of the technical difficulties and such. We also we also have a Patreon. Over on the Patreon, we've got all kinds of cool content. Like the Moxie files, we've got our character sheets viewable, so if you're wondering if we're cheating, you can check. We've got
our so keep them in line. No, I'm just
wow.
We did catch you on live one time, maybe a year ago.
Well, that's not my fault. That is let me find it. This silly die put an onk on the 1, which is nonsense. Anyway,
those are
also
old.
Yeah, they're
BTM.
second edition Vampire the Masquerade. Yeah. Sorry. We have merch available if you're a patron. We've got stickers and hoodies and mugs and things, and they're awesome. I actually have the sticker somewhere. I don't know where, but I have it somewhere.
Still have lost it?
Yeah.
Nice.
I wasn't the one who got the mail that day, and so who knows where it ended up, but it's here somewhere.
In a very safe spot.
I got to see it at one point. It was really nice. Also, we have sweet merch that is not on there for some reason. Blink has a nice hat that's awesome. I just ordered a hockey jersey with our logo on it, so...
Yeah. We're just ordering our own merch from other people.
Right. No, we'll grow our channel and get new and interesting things on there, we promise. We're just, getting our feet wet, and we appreciate all the support that we do get from you guys. So thank you so much for joining us. With that said, I will pass it on myself to Jess.
And speaking of support, I want to thank everybody so much for your support this past week in raising funds for Gamers Outreach during our charity streams. Gamers Outreach is a charity that provides video games and volunteers to kids and teens that are hospitalized so they get a sense of fun and normalcy while they recover. Our goal was $250, and we hit and surpassed that with 2 streams. We're at 300, I think, right now. Last I checked.
I should probably pull up the.
I have it. Yeah, I'm not on the right tab. Yep, 300. We're good. You can still donate with the link. It's in chat right now. If you would like, although we don't have any more rewards, those were special for our one-shots that were yesterday.
Yeah, we don't like
Wednesday.
to mess with the normal game, but it's fun for a one shot.
Yeah. Sorry, no saving us with money, guys. This is not pay to win.
We tried.
We did try.
Maybe next time on the Elf Lions episode, we'll do something like that. But
there we go.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you so much. The fundraiser will continue through the end of the stream. So if you'd like to donate, please do so. And then that's not my last bit of news. The second thing I have to talk about is Night City Sofa will be back the first Thursday of January when we come back from our break, and we will talk about our Talsorians monthly DLC releases for November, which was Spinning Your Wheels, and December, 12 Days of Cyberpunk.
Yes.
Yeah, that was cool. Okay. I keep wanting to say 12 Days of Gunmas, and I'm like, that's not right. That was the year before.
There's so much in that DLC I'm excited about. The Cybermiss one. Although, the other one's cool too, but...
Yeah, it's got some really cool stuff in it.
The Cybermiss one.
You'll learn all about it if you tune in and watch.
Yeah, and we'll do some games with the Spinning Your Wheels one, and then we'll probably just talk about all the cool shit that's in the Cybermiss one. So that'll be Thursday, January 5th. And then lastly, we want to welcome Vulcanist Live. Oh god, I'm going off memory. Shit, yeah. Vulcanist Live to the Gojira gang. So welcome to the crew, and thanks for being here.
Thank you for joining us.
So with those announcements of just outside the game scope, I'm now going to pass it to Hades to tell you what's been going on in our game sessions.
For sure. I would first like to talk about what's going on with Moxie 11. She is currently knocked out. So she didn't do a whole lot on the last episode. But
easiest roleplay I've ever done.
Yeah.
I don't think you had a single line.
I did not. It was great. I owned it.
You got to watch the chaos instead of be part of it.
Right.
So, like Blank said, Deeps is kind of in charge of what's going on. But that was only because we called Wraith, and Wraith flew out of the doctor's office and drove as fast as he could down to the Jackal's Lantern in his own hospital gown and his flak jacket and his jacket. And he went through and created as much confusion as he could with his followers and his, people. They were blocking the door, helping us make a distraction. But the biggest distraction was definitely the guy in the hospital gown running into the club and running around and trying to start a fire, make a general disturbance. Yeah. He did an epic jump over the table, and as you know,
spit up a drink.
And was able to hold him off. There were 5 people, and he was able to hold them off for quite some time till they got choked out. So, Deeps and Checkers were trying to get back to the car or get around the building and see if they could help out by hacking into the system, but discovered that there was somebody blocking guarding the door, and all our weaponry was pretty much in the car. So we went back to the car and was making our way we were making our way to the car at the time.
I believe so, yeah.
On a motorcycle that we hotwired.
Yep.
The Checkers hotwired. And I think that's about where we are at. Did I miss any major points?
I think that sounds...
I want to say I had a plan.
Yes, your plan was to charge in like a crazy man and make noise and problems.
Yeah, so that we can sneak in.
It didn't work.
Oh, it did. It did work. It did create noise and problems.
That is true.
It's true.
Just as a fan of NPCs, Grim is also possibly very much in trouble, and as a fan of our channel, I'm concerned about Grim.
Yeah, he's the most likable of the characters that got.
I think
He's
so.
the most
Yeah.
likable.
You're right.
Grim and likable in a sense it is very strange. Okay, so I will also point out that this is a mature game with graphic content. If at any point you are uncomfortable with what we're saying or doing or the territory we're broaching, please just step away. Your mental health is important to us, and unfortunately, I cannot account for all of your comfort zones. We know kind of the limits of where we're at, and we have tools when we are approaching those for ourselves. But unfortunately, I can't do the same for all of you. So just please step away from the podcast for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes and come back and see if we're past it. And we will get past it eventually. This game is generally pretty goofy. But for the most, but there will be mature themes and that come up here and there, and in this episode, almost certainly. So, I mean, it just kind of depends what goes on. We'll see. And with that, let's get started. So, let's see. The two of you, Hades and Ada, or rather Deeps and Checkers, are rushing away from the scene of the crime. And you can hear the shouts of Wraith's fan base at the door, talking about their constitutional rights and and talking about Nazis and all sorts of weird stuff. Kind of murmured echoes in the distance at this point as you guys jog up to the car. You do arrive. Right up to the car.
Okay.
On the back of that crotch rocket that you stole. I believe it was a crotch rocket anyway. And so you pull up alongside that vehicle. What do you do?
I hate to say this, but I think we're going to have to break into this car too.
Somehow I'm not surprised.
I'll try to reach my hand in through the hole you want.
I think you're going to cut up your hand if you do that.
Yeah, I'm worried about it.
Mm-hmm. So how are we getting in then?
I am going to see what I can find once we take care of that guard outside the door.
I'm at the car.
The car?
How are we getting into the car?
That's what I was saying. I think we're going to have to break in.
Okay.
Do we have anything to be able to do that?
It's the cutest little squeak.
They're all over me tonight. I mean, I can try, but locks aren't my forte.
Can I try to pick the lock on the car?
You may certainly try. Do you have? Well, actually, wheel it back a moment. Do you have lock picking tools? Because if you don't, then you may not try.
Yeah, that's what I don't know if I would keep them. I don't think I would have kept them with me. I would not have been dressed for that.
Okay, well then, you know the answer.
I would say no. I don't have my tools. They're
Wait, were you about to say they're in the car?
yeah, but I think they're at home.
Okay.
Mine are in the car.
Just as a mental note, because it's a imaginary game and sometimes we forget things. There's a hole in the door, but if I recall correctly, isn't the back window shot open with like a tarp in front of it, or the side windows like no longer have glass? Like her car is
there is a
rough.
window been knocked out. Yeah,
I think there's a window that doesn't exist anymore.
I had forgotten that.
All of our stuff's in the trunk then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, never mind then. We can use the window. I'll climb in through the window.
Okay. I mean, all you have to do is like unlock the door and, open it.
But he climbs in through the window.
But he climbs in.
Yeah.
James Bond dives through the window.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Or Jackie Chan probably is better.
Love it.
Yeah.
Tony Jaa.
Sure.
Unlock the doors.
Okay.
Pop the trunk.
All right.
I'll go around the back and start going through the trunk.
Let's see. Give me a moment to see how evil I want to be. Go ahead and roll, Jess, for me a luck test.
Why blank?
Just roll it.
Again? Really?
Hey, Jess.
My car? I might. It's a 5.
What's your
my
luck?
And give me a second. 6. Ha!
Okay. Fortunately, the car's trunk has not already been pried previously, in the same manner in which you have gone through the door.
Lucky.
And your stuff is still there.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. I'll drive back out of the car, grab my stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take I'll take my stuff, but what else is in there?
Well, you've got I don't know if Games' stuff is in there. Probably would have been taken out by now. But Moxie's things are in there. So Moxie, you want to describe what's in there?
Yeah, I'm looking because she knew she was going to the Jackal's Lantern, so it wouldn't be
Right.
nearly as much as normally is inside. There's a damaged light armor jack, Claymore Chic was once white jacket that's in there. Claymore Chic, yeah. It's a whole new category. And I think that apart from her, she's got a house, so most of the stuff she left at home, knowing she was going where she was going, other than her Mustang Arms pistol, heavy pistol. That's it. There is no grenade launcher.
That would be useful.
Right.
Other than just your regular, like, I think spare car stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably has like windshield washer fluid, jack, a spare tire, something like oil.
Road flares.
Checkers will lift up
Probably,
the jacket
actually.
and kind of give it a look and then just put it back in. Close the trunk.
It's got half its armor still. It's not horrid. It's not great.
All right.
Okay, so I like Wraith, but please promise me you're not going to just charge in doing something crazy.
No. I mean, no.
Okay, because I'm not equipped to back anything like that up. And 2 of us is not enough people.
I agree. There was way too many people there. I wanted to get some recon done, and I figured getting into their surveillance system would have been the best move. But there was a guard there, and we didn't have the ability to do anything about that at the time.
Okay.
So there's a back alley behind the club that has 1 guard.
So I feel like if we're gonna try to save Moxie and possibly Wraith if they don't just kick him out the back alley, we're gonna need to collect information and make a plan, and it's probably not gonna happen tonight. You know?
That's why I wanted to get the video surveillance, because if we knew what was going, if we could find Moxie, maybe we could figure out a way to get there first.
Okay.
But I just wanted to do some recon at the very least.
Mm-hmm. So if you get to this back door, you'll be able to hack them?
There's a video camera node right there. I'll be able to get in through that.
Are you sure?
At least somewhat. But I can't do it when there's an actual physical guard there. Because I need time.
How much time are we talking?
A few minutes.
Like 5 minutes, 15 minutes.
5 to 10 minutes, probably. I mean, it could be a lot less. It just depends on how much their security is.
Yeah.
Which, knowing by what they have, I would say is probably locked down pretty damn good, especially knowing what we know about them. Which isn't a whole lot.
No, but we know they're efficient. And they are paying attention.
I do believe, and this is out of character, we know that they're BD sellers. Very bad BDs. For evil.
Do the 2 of you know that? I know that...
I have no idea, but...
I think Moxie mentioned it once.
Perhaps.
I know she said dark black market stuff. I don't know if she specifically said BDs, but yeah, you do know that they are into very scary shit. That much she did say.
So I just wanted to have the proper language here. They're into some dark, scary shit. That's what we do know. So it's probably locked down tight.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to test the system and see how bad. Because if I need help getting in, because we're going to have to get into that system.
I think we're going to need help regardless.
I only have 2 contacts that I could possibly call for help.
I've been out of the city for too long. I don't have any.
Anyways, let's get this car or this bike back there. Let's check it out. See what's going on.
All right.
Do Do you want to leave the bike, or do you want to take it and try to hotwire the car?
Well, and we can't get the car closer, probably.
Well, the whole plan would be probably to keep the car running while we're doing the back alley problems. So you could be in the driver's seat while I'm hacking. Possibly.
it. Hey, thanks for the raid, Arna Sky Knight.
Yay, thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome,
Arna.
Raiders. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping.
Welcome. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
So what, you want me to just drive into the back alley and park outside the door and keep the guy busy for 10 minutes?
Or we could take him out. But that would be loud.
Oh, wow. 2 raids.
Oh, wow.
Thanks.
Oh,
So I set up this crowd to get a big
Welcome,
skill tree.
Raiders.
Welcome, everyone.
Thanks, guys. Welcome in. I'm sorry about that.
I mean, that's my thought. I don't know. We at least need to look down that alley and see what's going on. And it would be good to have an eye on Wraith and see if anything happened to him. Wraith, are you still active?
I'm gonna assume I'm probably not. Yeah, since I'm
Correct.
unconscious.
That is true.
There's a good assumption.
He might be down.
I wouldn't be surprised. The question is, do they do with him?
Right. Cops wouldn't come.
All right, well, to me, there's 2 options. We find a way to distract this guy, and you sneak in as you can and see what's going on, or we head on attack this guy and you try to get in and see what's going on. I am barely equipped to attack him, so the option would be to ram him with the car. However, I'm thinking that might set off a lot of warning bells.
Yeah.
You know? And honestly, we should get out of the car because we need to talk to Wraith's people and see if he can back out.
Well, how about this? Can you get us closer with the stolen bike and then we just hoof it over there?
Yeah, but I don't want to take the bike back there exactly because someone's going to realize it's stolen pretty soon. Unless we just leave it there where it was.
We could do that. We just borrowed it. I mean,
Yeah. I hot wired it, so it's broken, but, you know.
yeah, let's go.
All right.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
We're taking the bike back to the club, and if no one is standing near the bikes, I will park it again where it was parked.
Okay. So you're driving back to the scene, and at this point, there is a squad car parked on the side of the road with its blue and red lights flashing. It seems like the crowd is being dispersed with police force, Wraith's groupies. Though he did roll really well, his charismatic leadership doesn't really allow, favors in the form of
Violence.
blatant crimes and violence. So they do disperse slowly and reluctantly, but surely, I mean. And you can just see, like, you're kind of catching the back end of that as the police are, you know, escort, or, well, you know, getting these people to move on to other venues. You know, some of them are saying, put race in there, and we can't leave him behind, and all sorts of shouts and cries like that. But the cops seem to not really pay attention to that. They are just telling him to leave. And yeah, you guys drive up on the motorcycle.
Well, you did say if there was somebody. Is that the? You were saying the precursor if there's somebody waiting there, right?
Next to the bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anyone's next to the bikes, or if the other bike is gone, then I would just keep driving.
Okay.
But if there's no one paying attention to that spot, then I would park the bike.
It doesn't seem like there's anybody, at least, I mean, there's people around because, like I said, there's a big scene been caused here. Some of the club, though, it seems like whatever effect he did have, Wraith, it does cause a lot of the clientele to actually be departing, not just his fans, but actual patrons as well. So, for what it's worth, he did cause a disruption in the business.
You succeeded!
And there are people departing. Is the bike there? Yeah, at this point, it's still there.
Okay. Then I'll go ahead and park the bike and hop off and walk away as if it doesn't matter.
Okay. You park up or drive the bike up to its spot and just, you know, pop a leg off and just walk.
Yep.
Where are you going?
Back.
Huh?
Do we want to go inside?
I don't think we're going to get through that door with this gear again. Not tonight.
Is there a patron leaving near me?
Yeah, there's a bunch. I mean, you can't really tell patrons and, well, I guess you could to a certain extent. They are dressed quite differently.
That's what I was going for, was some of them should be dressed in.
I mean, you know, everybody on the street is dressed wildly.
Yeah. I meant more, old horror versus race people, which would be
right, but not even all of the patrons were dressed in the, you know, proper attire. Obviously, you guys weren't.
We were club gear.
Yeah, but this is it. Yeah.
I'm just looking for one that would be like that.
Sure. One that is dressed in the horror gear.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you can find person dressed like they're wearing like a scarecrow hood, and they've got like straw coming out of a old flannel shirt.
Hey Chu, what the hell's going on in there?
Fuck this place, man.
What happened?
I don't know. Some idiot went and tried to light the bar on fire, and the bouncers can't seem to keep control of some of other people who are causing a ruckus at the front door, and I've been waiting for like 2 hours to get my friend inside, and fuck, we got cops here and shit. Yeah, you're getting banned, buddy.
I like how we all move to it.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
person was like, nope.
I was like, there's a paragraph of text. I bet that's spam.
Mhm.
Hey, thanks, man. I guess we'll have to find another place tonight. That sounds terrible.
He says, yeah, I mean, what can you do? This club's, we're going up the block a little ways to a different club, if you want to come.
Yeah, I might catch up with you in a minute. I'm just waiting for a friend.
Nova. Stay frosty, Choom.
Yeah, you too. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
He tried to light the bar on fire.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it wouldn't have been a bad plan, but you'd talk to us first if we had known what we were trying to do. And if we had more people, maybe?
I just love the nods from games. It just,
That's the other half of my plan.
yeah, the other half.
The half that required communication that didn't happen.
Well, I have to say I might agree with you now. Do you want to wait a few for it to calm down and then do the surveillance? Or maybe we should just go. They're either going to dump him, that's what I was thinking, is they're either going to dump him out or take him out in a squad car.
Or they keep him wherever they got Moxie.
Right. But that puts us on a timetable. Well, I guess we're on one either way.
I mean, the longer it takes, the worse it's going to be for them if they are in trouble and don't get released. I have no idea what's going to happen in there. So,
All right, we need more information. You're right.
yeah. We need everything we can find about these people, this place, and we need people to help.
I'm gonna text Rex. Do you have time to meet?
Okay. You text? You send the text? No reply at the
Yeah.
moment. At least not immediately.
I have sent a message to my contact if he can meet us. You've met Rex,
No.
I think. Oh, well, he's the guy that paid us.
Oh, well, that's good. For the job I didn't know I was going on.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
But we should probably head back because he's gonna meet us in our neighborhood. My neighborhood.
All right. So let's walk back to the car, and I guess I'll owe Moxie.
Do we see anybody come up to the bike and be like, "What the?"
Yeah, there is a pair of they're dressed like the twins from The Shining, or not The Shining, from Poltergeist. Yeah, they look at the bikes and they're like, they're identical bikes, and so yeah, they're just trying to figure out what the hell happened. One's scratching his head and looking like why it's parked so oddly, and then they check the electronics on the steering bar, and like, why would they return it?
Exactly.
And so now they're like super paranoid. Like
Afraid to touch
the other one
bike.
says, "Step back, step back, step back," and they all like treat it like it's an armed bomb.
You know, smirk a little bit, and then be like, "Yeah, come on, let's go."
Yeah, we better go. Like, I'm not going to keep a straight face for much longer.
All right, so the two of you head back to Moxie's vehicle, and presumably go back to.
Yes, I'm gonna hotwire her vehicle
Nice.
because we don't have keys.
Yeah. All right, go ahead and roll your land vehicle tech. And do you get your maker roll in this? That's a great question. I don't know. Let's look.
I don't have a note about it. So.
What I think is really awesome is Ada has like every tech skill
Yeah.
that I don't have.
You add your
You're a
rank.
very competent team.
You add
Yeah,
147. You add your rank in the specialty to any basic tech, cyber tech, electronic security tech, weapon tech, land, sea, or air vehicle tech skill you make for any
Dang.
non-maker specialty purpose.
Nice.
I listened to
pretty
all
sweet.
of that and promptly forgot the number I'm supposed to add. Your rank?
Your
Your
rank
rank,
and maker.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you may also do a jury rig, is what it is. That holds for 10 minutes.
The field repair.
Well, it wouldn't hold. We needed to hold for an hour at least.
Yeah. This is fine.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll.
$23.
23? Okay. Yeah, that's heroic. So you are able to pull out the electronic starter with using the tools in your tool hand, plugging into your tech scanner to make sure you know when the connection is met, the correct connection anyway, between wires, and it's going. It's purring.
Hers to life.
Does it sound good or does it sound chunky like you just did?
It sounds exactly like I just did, even in humanized vocal patterns.
Really need to figure out what's wrong with this car.
Oh, there's lots. It
Yeah,
got damaged.
yeah, but this is the engine problems, which everything else has been essentially cosmetic so far.
Fair enough.
Right, it's just, let's go.
For what it's worth, it just sounds old.
Okay.
Well,
Just old and loud. Like maybe the muffler needs to be replaced, but it doesn't sound that bad.
I
maybe
would like to
some
do.
would help.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I would like to do a library search and find out as much information on the Jacko's Lantern as I can.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your library search.
Do I get my +2?
You do. If you are using your agent.
I am indeed. I needed that +2. 18.
18. 18 is not bad. You are, you're doing some research, I assume, on the way home.
Yes.
your agent comes up with all sorts of different links to, the Jackal's Lanterns, or to the Jackal's Lantern, including any special events that they have. They just recently had a Valentine's Day horror special where couples could get in for cheap, and they had all sorts of various kind of like a dark romance themed drinks. Yeah. What?
Sorry. Nothing.
If nothing weird is coming up with Jacko's Lantern, I'd probably switch my search over to Dracul. See if anything pops up there, or if a link to conspiracies or anything that just gives me. Is there anybody missing for that blames him? I'm looking for any kind of news story, or even if it's not a legitimate thing.
Logrand.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So you
1-star review.
Yeah, you do get a review from Wraith that says that the
owner is a Nazi.
The owner is a Nazi. Other than that, no. Let's see. 18. You did hear a story once about some girls going missing from outside the club a while ago. This would be probably a few months at this point old. Those girls were never found when you follow up. Your agent, or at least your agent, fails to produce any other context to that.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, that's what I try to do on the drive, is just find out as much information as I can. And all I can find out about the club through the net with the people's gardens and stuff is that there's a couple girls that have gone missing there before. Nothing concrete.
Okay. So do you have any idea why Moxie wanted to go there? I know she said she wanted to talk to someone, but...
I assume it was that guy that took her.
There was a couple of weeks ago a story about a man who had invaded the club with an assault rifle, and he was put down by the security dispatch very quickly. Somewhat quickly. They actually struggled with him quite a bit, but eventually brought him down. He was a large man with dark hair and kind of androgynous looking.
Did they give a name?
No name, unfortunately.
And somebody else raided the club like Wraith a month ago with an assault rifle, and they put him down.
Okay.
I'm really hoping Rex has more information.
Yeah, I hope so too, because
You don't
Moxie
need
didn't
that.
tell us much, and you're not a great source at this moment.
I've only been with them for 2 weeks.
And I've been here less than 24 hours.
No, I know. This is not a great... These are not the two people that should be doing this.
I fucking would rather be doing this than being in their shoes.
Yes.
Of course, I wouldn't be
Uh,
psycho enough to charge in with a katana and try to light the bar on fire.
Well, I mean, you know, musicians are a different breed. I don't know what to tell you.
All right. Heard back here from your friend?
Check my agent.
Yeah, you do. You say, "Yo, man," or you see a message that says, "Yo, man, I heard Wraith is in deep. The fuck happened?"
That's what I want to talk to you at the bar about. The booth.
You hear a textual sigh, and you just feel it.
I can feel it. It's that.
Feel it.
It's that hard.
Yeah. The pause is that long.
The dot.
Triple ellipses.
And you get back. Scroll you soon.
Yeah. Be there in 20, would you say at this point? Or roughly?
Sure.
Okay.
Nova.
Over. Alright, we got Rex. He's going to meet us.
Okay. You better figure out what we're gonna tell him.
I know about as much as you do, so I'm just going to ask
Yeah,
him.
but you know this guy, so you know what you should tell him.
I've only met him twice. No, I'm just kidding. I know that he really likes Wraith.
Okay.
By that I mean he does not. But I got it. Yeah, we'll talk to him. I got it.
Something that I will point out you can find relatively easy is that the club owner is a man named Dracul, and his picture does show up, and he looks like the guy that took Moxie away. So that's probably pretty helpful for you. And yeah, you can tell there's a little bio about him. He is a reformed Philharmonic vampire who started this horror club. He is no longer associated with the gang, or at least that's what the word on the street is, and has gone legitimate. Without any quotes in this story.
So apparently that was the club owner that took Moxie away.
Okay. That does not help.
No. At least we have an idea what kind of security team they have at the club.
We have a fairly vague idea. And we don't know anything about their back
Nope,
of house.
nothing.
But we know numbers for the front of house. There's only one guy on the door.
In the back, but there's a security camera.
Okay.
That's how I was going to get in.
How close do you have to be to that?
6 meters.
So, like, if we could get on a roof, would that
Their
get you
roof.
close enough? Their
Probably
roof?
Their roof.
Okay. And that
Their
would get you
roof,
close
I
enough?
just want to point out, if the node is at the ground level, their roof would be well above that. It is this 2-story
Okay.
building.
Okay.
2-story for the building that attaches to the Jackal's lantern, which is maybe 3. Because the dome goes up the extra level.
Okay. No, be right there.
All right. Was there a delivery door? Like, was that a delivery door?
Yeah.
Yes. If you're asking me, I'm sorry. If you're asking me,
I'm asking him
Okay.
because I didn't see it.
Apologies.
Yes. It was like where you back the truck up.
Okay. So that's a possible in,
Yeah,
a delivery.
for sure.
Let's just go talk to your friend.
Yeah.
All right. You guys travel the long road back up through Little Europe, or the University District, then, well, sort of the University. Glen, then hitting the corner of University, and heading up through Little Europe into, or across the 16 and into Watson, where you pull off the 16 just as you enter what is colloquially known as Kabuki, into the Nook specifically, and yeah, where there's not really a lot of side parking here. You actually have to park a little ways on one of the main roads up, but you find a parking space on the side of the road and get out and walk back.
When we get out, I'm gonna pop the trunk again and make sure that the one gun that's in there, I take that with me because
Your
I
assault
don't want
rifle?
to leave it. No, I've got mine, but there's Moxie's gun too.
Oh, okay. Was it
Her
the hyper blast?
Pistol.
No. She left the hyperblast in the apartment. I made mention of this
I'm
like,
asking.
3
All right,
episodes.
you don't need to be so
I'm
defensive.
not. I want to make sure this is on the level because I was like, I'm not losing this gun.
No, I do remember
is
you saying
her-
something
It's not
specifically
her
about the
like
guns you took.
worst
So I just
pistol,
wasn't sure which.
but it's her Mustang,
Okay,
the Mark III.
Mustang Arms Mark III.
Yep.
Clean looking pistol.
Okay.
Probably what, 45 cal? Maybe not enough. I'm not sure.
I've just realized how easy it is to break into this car, and so I'm not going to leave something vaguely valuable in it.
That's fair. All right. So you pull.
I do not care about the Claymore sheet jacket, though.
Fair. Has no sentimental value to you.
We literally have a private parking space that's secure across the street from the bar, but
Well,
It's not secure.
Define secure.
Yeah.
for this neighborhood,
It's just on the street.
in a building.
Unless Deeps
is it
tells me
covered?
about it, I don't know this.
Oh yeah, you two do. I forget. Yeah, you do have a covered thing.
Oh no, he didn't. I was just pointing it out.
Yeah, you do have a covered spot. I think it's just one spot, but you do have it. Deep, so you'd probably know about it.
Yeah, no, park over there.
Oh. Okay, so as she's about to park into this spot, you tell her about the other one, and she drives into the, you do have a covered parking spot. I believe it's covered. Let me double check here. What?
You described it as such.
Okay, then
I'm still taking the gun with me.
Oh yeah, no, I get it.
it's
Ooh.
not too far away from that spot, and it's just like in a parking garage.
Okay.
You want to hear something fancy?
What?
It says that it comes with 2 parking spaces.
Oh, is it
in a
2?
protected parking.
Oh, there you go.
You know what?
Protected parking.
Protected?
This is fancy. I assume ours only has 1 and it's not so protected, but
No, I'd say it's whatever is on the sheet. You have 2, and by protected they just mean inside of a, a place.
Surveillance?
Yeah, a place where you have to check in. There's a gate guard. It's a parking structure. Small
He's
one.
like, who are you? Oh yeah, I live in that place.
It's kind of like what you just looked at the Jackal's lantern for the VIP
Oh.
parking.
Oh, nice.
So
Because
just
we've never used it.
yeah, you've never had a car to use it with. So yeah, you pull into lot 43.
Okay.
Hey, sweet. This is nice.
Are they going to let us pick it back up?
Yeah. My party.
Yeah, I mean, as you had to come in, he had to check in. He had to like lean over you to give him like a chip that
Okay.
the gate guard verified.
All right.
The
cool.
guy doesn't seem like overly enthusiastic about his job either, but it's something.
Should I
Let me
be
guess.
moving Wraith's bike in here? No, wait. You would have to do it. But
Yeah,
whatever.
Ray's bike is over at the Jackal's Lantern. At least we would assume somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Then after you guys park the car, you hit the street again, make your way back around the corner, heading into the Nook, into Frank's hovel. Let's see, I believe we just said it was a Saturday last time.
Mhm.
Yes, correct.
So yep, Frank's is quite lively. There's all sorts of loud music. There's a live band playing, and people are hitting the floor, dancing, shouting. It's the haze of cigarette smoke covering the view, and you do see a line of private booths on one side. Like, this kind of looks like some sort of retro diner turned to dive bar dance club.
Okay.
So there are those, leather seated booths on one, or well, not leather, vinyl, like with the red chairs and these steel tables on one side. As you guys walk, I mean, these are old, all of them kind of cracked vinyl, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a seat nonetheless, and you see Rex at the end of that row in a very special booth, or at least one that
You see your friend?
is familiar with.
Yep, he's over there.
Great. I'm getting a drink.
Here, can you get me one too?
Sure. What do you want?
Oh, double whiskey.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll be there in a minute. I'll go over to the bar to order drinks.
Okay, you order you wait your turn for a man dressed in a rather upscale looking Hawaiian shirt that is open, a few buttons,
Cal.
with gold cybernetic eyes and dark olive skin. He has some tattoos that are almost visible, but you do see, like, they just peek out through the open collared shirt, up his chest and poking up through just above the collar. But you eventually comes to you, takes your drink order, and hands you the drinks without much fuss.
Okay. Does Wraith have a tab?
She's a
I assume she's asking you, or is she asking
I'm
you?
asking the bartender.
The bar. Well, I'll just go with the bartender didn't seem to hear you, and he's already on to the next customer.
Okay. Then I'll just take the drinks and go.
Okay.
So I'm going to the booth where I assume Deeps went.
Okay.
yeah.
You
There.
head to the booth, slide into where Rex is, and when you guys, slide into the booth, Rex, he's, smoking a cigarette, takes a deep drag, puts it down in the ashtray, and then pushes some buttons on a small, digital console, where you hear a crackling noise as a white noise generator, short range, sparks to life. Kind of mutes out the sound outside of this bubble a little bit. I mean, it's still quite loud, but you would imagine your voices, as long as you speak in a low enough tone, do not carry very far.
Going to shoot my double shot.
Okay. You take your double shot? Sure.
Yep.
And then what?
Rex. I need some information.
Rex says... Seconds. Something. Rex says, "Aight, what can I get for you?"
I need to know about the Jackal's Lantern and Dracul.
Look, you're looking at turf that's well beyond Watson. But, you're lucky. Because back when I used to run with the Valentinos, I was in that area. Yeah, I know Dracul. A little bit. I heard his name. And, you're dealing with a sick man, if that's who you're dealing with.
Not who we're dealing with, but it's who has our friends.
Well, I can tell you that man used to like to take in, girls, boys, whoever, play little tricks on them, install some cybernetic that he would maintain control of. Play with them.
That sounds terrible.
So,
He took Moxie and Wraith. Most likely Moxie for sure went into the back employee area.
I don't know what he's
Unconscious.
I don't know what he's gonna do to her, man. Takes up his cigarette. Takes a giant puff. Exhales.
No clue either. But what do you think he's gonna do to the jerk who tried to set his bar on fire?
I don't know. Same shit, I would imagine.
Okay. How bad is this thing? Can it be reversed? Is it permanent?
I mean, once you get chipped, there ain't really any going back.
That's probably a question for Pons.
Probably fix the netics if you wanted to rewire it to make it, respond to the correct neural transmitters. Or not some remote control, but I don't know.
Alright.
I don't know shit about that. So, could talk to Pons, maybe he'd know. But from what I understand, Rory's really the genius between the two.
Give a confused look towards Deep. Mouth Rory.
I don't.
Rex doesn't seem to notice or care, but he says, "Now, I think that you should, cut your losses, man. They're gone. Start looking forward to the future. We've got work to do, and now we're down 2 people." Look, I know it
get
sounds
you.
cold.
No, you've got your logic, but I've got mine, and that's something I can't make a decision on. Not yet.
Well, what do you want from me?
I was hoping you might know more, but you're right, that's really far away. Do you know any other contact that would know about him? Or anybody that is his enemy?
No, but I know somebody who's in that kind of, club circuit, sort of. This is a strange cat. His name's Swag.
Okay. Can I get his information?
I can swipe
I'll
you
pay
those deets. Sure. We'll call it 100 eddies.
Yo. I slap it on the table.
He takes it, tucks it into he has this, leopard print vest.
Yeah.
Slips it into the pocket.
Also,
Uh-huh.
if you know some, I might be needing a net runner and some solos.
Aren't you? I thought you spent I don't know, maybe 20, 50 minutes bragging about your net running skills.
I haven't seen what kind of security they have yet. Just saying if you know one.
I know some people, but they ain't gonna work for free.
Oh yeah.
And for the kind of job that you're gonna get them involved in, I'd probably say they're gonna want anywhere between 1,000 to 1,500 each. I might be able to do some negotiation, but I want my cut too.
Look, if you know people, I just want to see what I'm dealing with, what kind of money. I've never done this before.
Yeah, it's all good. That's why I'm being upfront with you, man. I could
appreciate
rip
it.
you off.
I
Now,
appreciate that.
what's your budget? What's the most you can pay for some decent runners?
I got about 3K.
3K will get you. I bet you I could find 3 good, decent people for 3K. 2,
might work.
if you really want to make them excited about pay.
Alright. I just wanted to get, thank you. I just wanted to get a ballpark.
Yeah, you
But it
let
might
me know
also-
when to pull the trigger. I don't mind. I can wait.
Because I need to think, and what you said makes sense too.
Mhm.
So, thank you.
I like Moxie and I like Wraith, but I don't know, man. I remember Dracul being a mean motherfucker. He had a way of bringing out the those kind of dark people. You know what I mean? Kind you don't really make you uncomfortable, even in simple conversation. He had a way of just keeping them around him. Some, I don't know, comic book villain or something.
That's like a lot of really fucked up things then.
Yeah, maybe. Like I said, that guy will know more, I think. Pretty sure.
Alright. Thanks for the deets. Is he the type of cat to have his night open?
Maybe.
Alright.
I don't know.
What time is it ish? Late, mid-late?
Probably, let's see, you guys win at, I think, 10. So probably around almost 1. We're pushing 1 at this point.
Right. See him tonight. He's available.
Yeah, it could, you'd still be up, I'll tell you that much.
Text Swag's contact.
Okay.
Hey, I got this number from a buddy. Are you available tonight to talk?
Okay. No immediate response.
Oh no, I'll name drop him actually.
Name drop Rex.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, you do get a text back. I mean, it takes like maybe a few seconds, but you know, you like are just putting your phone back away when you get the chime, and you have to check it again. And it's from the number, Swag, and he says, "What up? Tell Rex I said what up."
I just had some questions about Rex said you might know more about Dracul. Well, I can't talk over the phone. I keep backing up.
Okay.
He's hyping.
Yeah.
All right. Well, why don't you come to my club then? Take the last booth. Slot the wreath, and you're gonna want to put on the costume: seashells, diamond shoes, grass hula skirt, and pearl necklace. When you do that, I'll let you in.
I have to write that down. Oh no, it's on my text. I can look it back up. Yeah. All right. I'll be there tonight, shortly.
Nova Chum. See you soon.
Thanks, June. All right, Rex, thank you. We're going to head to that club.
All right.
Xanity?
Yeah, that's the name of it. Escape Sanity. Or that's what he says it was named after.
All right.
This is a night for strange clubs. All right. Oh, so yeah, it's been chaos, but I'm Checkers, by the way. Good to meet you.
Oh yeah, I forgot you guys hadn't met.
He, puts down his cigarette, extends his hand out, gives you a shake. Says,
Yeah.
Good to meet
She'll
you.
shake it back.
This is my tech partner in crime. We're really good. We could probably get almost anything done tech-wise
Nova.
together.
Well, it'll be good to know you then. Might be able to set you up with some work. If you're
Just
looking for
hoping.
Yeah.
it. I mean, we got some job openings recently.
Yeah, I've been recruited for one, aside from this mess.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
big mission.
Okay.
Yeah.
Although I think that Moxie said she wanted to run it by someone, maybe you. I don't know.
No, I don't think it was me. It's probably Oz, I would guess.
But at this point,
No, they don't.
we've
run
got somewhere to
shit by
be.
me, man.
So
I'm just
Because if they ran shit by me, I would have told them, fuck no. Do not go to that club.
I call him like 3 times a day.
Yeah, true, you did.
this was a
Yeah,
part
but you
of
don't
some
run
job?
shit by him. You're just like,
You don't.
I need help.
I need you to do this.
This was something Moxie was doing for something else.
Oh yeah, that's right. This was a
This is not
Moxie's personal.
Part of yeah.
I don't know what that could mean. I mean, she's
Yeah,
probably
well,
onto some scoop. She's
she
gonna
was
get her
not
in-
very communicative about it. So
Oh man.
All right. Well, anyway, man, thank you for your help.
Mhm.
Next drink's on me. Gonna slap $10 down.
Okay. Who says thank you, Chew?
I appreciate the help.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. You know, Wraith and Moxie stuck their neck out for me once, so yeah, I keep feeling like I owe them. You let me know what I can do, and I'll try to help out the best I can.
All right.
Will do.
Yeah. Good luck.
Thanks.
Nah. I guess we take the car to Xcanity unless you have anywhere else
Damn
we
it,
need
Jess!
to be.
The Christmas episodes are over.
Nope. Still going.
What has been said?
Oh my god,
Versus
that's
Hard
so
for three
good.
sizes, that
That's
meeting.
so good.
Just for the end. Just for that bit.
God damn it. Anyway,
Okay. So I guess we're going back to the car.
okay. Head back to the car and then head north to Xcanity, I would wager.
Yeah.
Anything you want to do in particular?
I still look awesome, so no.
I do want to go up to my apartment really quick and probably gear up a little bit.
Okay, like what is gear
I
up?
want like my lock pick. I want to get my tools.
Okay.
Let me see here. All right, good, a better idea.
You know what? I don't need you to be too specific. You just want to grab your stuff. I'm fine with that.
I guess I would be going with him because my stuff is in his apartment.
Okay. So the two of you head back up into his apartment, then head back to the car, and head north to Xcanity. You arrive at Xcanity. It has kind of like a bowling alley type font written in lacy cursive on the front of the building. There's the small lot in front, which is packed. You do manage to swing one parking spot, however, and make your way into the bar. It is this neon laser bar, is the best way I can explain it, where there are all sorts of arcade machines lining the walls and a few like privacy booths with like a glass paneled doorway where you can kind of see in a little bit with all sorts of people wearing beady wreaths and escaping their reality in some sort of way. There is a bartender there in a very small, kind of wedged in the corner bar. Very limited selection, maybe like 2 or 3 beers on draft, and not a major selection of drinks, but she is a platinum blonde-haired woman with very, very pale blue eyes, pale skin, wearing kind of like a rhinestone halter tie-up and blue jeans. She's serving a bar. She has like a neck chain, like a silver neck chain with the word baby written in gold, or not gold, silver letters. When you walk in, all sorts of people are running around. She says, "I'm doing good. What do you need?"
Can I get a beer?
Of course. What kind?
We got it. Good.
What?
Cheapest.
Understood. She actually doesn't take a draft beer. She just cracks open a can, hands it in front of you. What about you, sweetheart?
Same.
She cracks open a beer, puts
Please.
it on the
Thank
table.
you.
She says, 6 eddies.
Here's 10.
Takes it. Thank you. Moves on to the next person.
Supposed to go back here. We have a set thing we have to follow.
Okay. I'll just tag along with Deeps.
All right. Tag along with Deeps, heading back to the privacy booth.
Yeah.
This one is empty, and it looks like it is kept empty.
I will follow the instructions on my agent.
Okay. You follow the instruction, you boot up Darby's Castle Adventure, and you start out in a stone gray castle bedroom of some princess, where, open up her wardrobe to hundreds of different clothing items. You locate the pearl seashell bra, a hula grass skirt, some diamond slippers, and a pearl necklace, and wear them. Upon wearing them, you feel in meat space the rotating kind of force of the room as the door spins around to a different entrance, which kind of looks like this back room of some warehouse almost, kind of just illuminated with an orange floodlight, and the sound of the club behind muffled now. You walk down that hallway through this kind of looks like the server bay and or the server room, and all of the kind of maintenance equipment and that kind of thing for the building. You walk past that into this little bit of a wider room, protected with a mesh wire, wall, or door. A gate, I guess, would really be the right word for it. The gate is open, and beyond that is this completely dark room, with like 2 spotlights coming from somewhere that illuminate in the center of it, where there is like a command center. All sorts of different vid screens up and electronics equipment. Where you see, sitting at that at the chair behind that equipment is a man in a sideways baseball cap, black, or like a abstract patterned black and white t-shirt, super baggy shorts, and like high top Converse. He has all sorts of like chains and jewelry and tattoos, and he has cyber eyes. One is just the pupil, whereas one is like an enlarged iris that is just pure black, giving him this kind of like almost like a pop-eyed cartoony feel. It's like some dazed cartoon, basically. On the back of his hat, there are the giant like platinum letters that just spell out SWAG with little periods in between the letters. And he, swivels around in his luxurious cyber chair and says, "Yo, yo, yo, what can I help you with? You're here to see swag, right?"
Yeah, this place is awesome.
He's like, "Thanks, Chum. Yeah, I spent good
I can't even imagine.
on this."
Yeah. Great equipment.
Thanks, Chum. Well, I have to have it for what I do. I'm an artist, you see.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You cut BDs.
Yeah, I'm a virtue artist, that's right.
That's why I figured you had all this firepower.
Mm-hmm. You looking to get a BD cut? Getting a lot of street work lately, oddly enough.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. Just somebody with a BD recorder don't know how to fucking cut their own shit.
I'm actually kind of learning how to do that myself, so...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, good luck to you.
Yeah. See how
You
that
could
goes.
check out my garden page. I have all sorts of tutorials and shit.
Dude, I will have to do that. Thank you.
Fuck yeah.
But
Sadly, it's not why we're here.
yeah.
Oh, girl, don't be such a party pooper. We're just talking.
Alright, fine.
Anyway, I guess she's right. What do you want?
I was hoping maybe you could get us some information. Rex said you might know more. We have some friends that are in trouble with...
I don't really deal with no trouble, but okay.
Wait, there's a situation going down, but the thing is we need information. And our usual guy is not local to the area, but he said you might know something because you're in a similar business.
Okay.
Not the BDs, but the club.
So let's stop being a little vague and get to the fucking point here.
Jackal's Lantern. We need to know about it.
His
and its
like
owner.
face immediately, whatever like swagger I guess would be he had just a moment ago has drained from his face. Is instantly
Fuck.
straight faced. The fuck do you want to do with them?
We
Look,
got
you've
friends
been
in
t-
trouble.
You've been talking to Moxie?
Wait, you know her?
Yes, I know.
That would be a
fucking
person in
Moxie.
trouble.
That's the person
Oh,
who just
no.
got...
She did not. I told that bitch no.
Okay, so then you know why she went there? Because we have no fucking clue.
I don't know why she went there. I know that she's interested in doing something there.
Do you know what she was interested in there? Or like why she even
Yeah, I know
heard
a
the
little
name in the
bit.
first place?
Okay, let's start with this. The people that run the Dracul's Lantern are fucked up.
We just learned that.
They are XBD sellers. And I don't mean like your average XBD shit. I mean like serious snuff.
Like the shit you don't want to see. Something most of the people don't want to see.
I mean, people who are XBD fans might want to see it, you know, but what I'm saying is they sell the preem stuff, you know? If you're into that, which I'm not. That's not what I cut normally. I mean, I have, but for Moxie one time, and it was weird, and I didn't like it.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So they're fucked up.
They're fucked up, yeah. And anyway, I think she's looking into this girl, like some chick. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because her name was said in the video and stuff. Do you know a man named Kenner or something? Or Bear, maybe? Well, anyway, this
Look at
tomb
Deeps.
goes into this place. I don't even know where. But he goes in to try to save this girl named Jenny. And he doesn't succeed, and he gets caught, and then Jenny tries to save him, but doesn't because she can't, because she's in a bad place. And then I don't know what happens. He's probably dead. And anyway, last thing he says is, tell Moxie and Wraith that I got some cash stored away and to come save you. Well, he says you in the BD, but he's talking to the girl that is recording the BD, whose name is Jenny.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So this is from Kenner's point of view.
No,
Or
Jenny's.
Jenny's point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I don't know how she gets the recording out, but she at some point says like, if you see this, don't come for me. And I told her too. I told Moxie, do not go into that place no more. Don't try to deal. She's been looking for this guy named Nosferatu or something. Well, I mean, I know that the guy who cuts the BDs for Jackal's Lantern is named Nosferatu, so she's looking for him.
Hey. Well, that sheds some light on this.
Mm-hmm.
But
That must have
obviously
been-
she raised some bells.
That must be somebody's. I mean, these people must be important to her for some reason.
Mm-hmm. I guess. I don't know.
Well, it just raises more questions, of course.
That's life.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Go ahead.
can you give us any information beyond the BDs? Does this guy have enemies? Does he have allies? Does he like anything outside of his stupid club?
Yeah, I don't know him that well, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not like his choom or nothing.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
don't like-
rumors, gossip, anything.
Which
You
one,
know anybody-
Nosferatu or who?
Do you know where he cuts the BD and where he does his shit?
I know that they deal him out of the Jackal's Lantern.
Oh,
Okay.
so it's all there.
Yeah, I think it's like localized.
Do you know any of his suppliers, like for anything, not just the BD stuff, but for booze or whatever?
For booze? No, I don't really deal with that. I mean, I order my own. They'll probably go through the same distributor, maybe. But I don't
Okay.
know because distribution is pretty tough these days. So I mean, there's not really a lot of selection, and mostly we just pay nomads. So
Okay.
you could probably find some nomad gang that's bringing his booze in, or even growing it, you know, or making it, brewing it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So no, I don't know the nomads that make that shit, if that's what you're asking.
That's fair.
But I mean, he's got to get deliveries somehow, right? I mean, his club is quite hopping generally, so he's got to get some
Yeah.
sort of alcohol in there on the regular. So he probably has some regular alcohol people, brewers.
Yeah. Does he? Do you know if his BD stuff does have any like suppliers, or is it like 100% in house?
Nah, I mean, so the chips are distributed at Jackal's Lantern, and usually those go to dealers, and the dealers take it
Okay.
out elsewhere. I just happen to know where the dealers is, cause you know, I'm swag baby. But
He gets his swag back. Talking about himself.
but yeah. So they all pick up the chips there and then send them out. As far as like recreational activities, I don't know. He probably drinks somewhere. Maybe he likes to go to a street show or something. I don't know. You might be able to check his garden patch. Well, at least maybe not Nosferatu, but the guy who runs the club, Dracul. Maybe he posts like, "Hey, check out my cool pancakes."
So, are Dracul and Nosferatu two different people?
Yeah, they're different. I think. I mean, they're different names at least. I never met Nosferatu, not personally. I just see his signature, you know, on some BDs every once in a while.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Not that I watched that shit though.
Well,
Yeah,
you
sure,
said
but
that-
you
said
need to
that
know the
twice
trade.
now. We know.
Right.
Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
to know what's out there.
Mm-hmm.
I make movies. I make films.
Yeah, no, you like you said, you're an artist. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I get you. It's been a really long fucking day, to be honest, and we've had a shit time of most of it. But we gotta figure some things out. Is it cool if we
No.
come back if we have questions?
I mean, I guess I gave you a lot of info and I didn't really get
you
a lot
did.
in return.
You did,
How
and
much do you
it's great.
spend?
Like, how can I pay you back?
That's an interesting question because it is very open-ended.
Within reason.
Do you have a BD recorder?
No.
Okay.
I do have to say, if you put one in me, most of what you're gonna get is me fixing cars.
How about you?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
okay. How about your acting skills?
Yeah, I mean, I know a little bit about acting.
Okay.
Not very good at it.
Convince me that you're a bouncer and you don't want nobody in the club right now. Search by movie.
15.
15 on your acting? Okay.
For our
okay.
listeners that don't have video, Deeps just made a really ridiculous angry face into the camera, and Swag was doing the finger frame thing for like 30 seconds.
Okay.
Because
okay.
Deeps is not intimidating.
Yeah, you're
Visual
a little
humor
scrawny
is
for that
podcast.
role. But I mean, that's why I chose it. Okay, you could do maybe some acting. What about you?
Me?
Yeah. Show me Show me board store clerk.
Sure. Like, can I help you with that? Like, you know, so you can go.
Roll your acting.
I was like, I could have nailed that one. I do it every day.
I am not supposed to be good at acting.
I doubt anyone here is.
Yes. And I can't seem to find it. Where is it?
I have acting.
I think I have
you.
acting.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
we
we've
need
had
the
to roll
two
it a
that
lot.
aren't here.
I have
to
1
it.
point in acting now because of how often we have to roll it.
I have 2 points in
It's in
acting.
performance skills above play instrument.
Middle.
Thank you.
Middle column.
Okay, do I take a -5 nothing?
What?
I have a 0. Does that affect anything?
Have you ever
cool skill.
acted before? Probably not, so -1.
Okay.
Everyone's acted before. The world is a stage and we are all thespians.
15.
That's still good.
I got a 9.
I mean, it's
So-
okay.
Nice.
He says, okay, so you guys do got a little bit of jaws on you. All right. Sure. I'm shooting something in maybe, in a week. Show up to the shoot. It'll be here. And then we'll go to location from here.
You want to text? You got my deets?
Yeah,
You
I
wanna shoot me
think
the
so.
whole info?
That's the number you gave. What about you?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I can give you mine.
Yeah, swipe me those.
All right.
Take some exchanges. Says, okay. Now I feel better.
Seriously, thank you for your help. It's just been, honestly, a crap day.
Sounds like it. And look, if you want some advice, stay the fuck away from the Dracul and Nosferatu and the Jackal's Ranner. Just don't go there, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
Look, Moxie's a great girl, but
It's not just her.
okay.
So we gotta decide whether we want to ditch 2 people or not.
Oh, you all fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I mean, good luck to you and shit.
Thanks.
thanks, man.
If I'm still alive, I'll show up.
Sure.
We take off.
Okay.
Assuming I take off.
Yeah.
You take off.
Yeah.
Where are you guys going?
What is it like? 3 o'clock now.
Yeah, we'll say. Sure. It's quite late.
Should we go? Alright, I don't.
Yeah. I don't know that there's anything else we can do tonight.
I gotta rest. Feel like shit.
Same. Okay,
Starting to catch
let's
up
go
with me.
back. We'll call it a night. We'll meet in the morning and make a plan.
Alright. Do you want to crash at my place since Ray's not there?
Sure.
Alright.
Unless the groupies are there.
They might be.
We'll see.
Alright.
So yeah, I guess we're just going back
Okay.
for the night. Calling
You
it a
guys
night.
head back to home and call it a night. And with that, I think we will take our our intermission, our 10-minute intermission. So I think this is a great place to do that. Just real quickly, I want to plug that we are doing a charity at the moment. For Gamers Outreach, please go donate if you can spare it. It would be very kind of you, I guess. We'd appreciate it.
For sure.
Take care of that,
Thank you.
and we will see you in 10 minutes. Thank you very much. Stick around.
Thank you guys.
Bye. All right, and we're back. I think we're back. Let's
We're back.
check that we're back. Yay, we're back. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome
this is
back.
Our podcast reviewing the movie We're Back.
I
Yeah.
could probably still do a review for that. I watched it way too much.
Anyway, we're Saves vs. Death, and you have caught our Cyberpunk Red tabletop game night. Thank you for joining us. We are about to do the second half of our episode, so let's get right into it. Moxie.
Yeah.
Hey, you
friend.
want to turn?
How's it
It's
going?
been a minute. How are you
That's
doing?
no good. You know what? You can go back to them. It's fine.
No.
Sure, it's fine.
It is. Not a lot happens that you remember after your face hits the table. You do have a vague recollection of somebody wrapping their arms around you and helping you to your feet, and the world kind of spinning as you try to at least internally, you think you're yelling at people, help. Calling for help to anybody. Just because somewhere in the back recess of your mind, you realize what kind of danger that you are in at the moment. However, you're not sure that those pleas are heard. You can barely focus on anybody as the world spins and your head lulls and eventually goes black. But you are led out of the private booth, at least, and the world goes dark. You have a vague recollection of being guided through kind of like this sort of back room area where you see tons of boxes of alcohol. A small, like kitchen type looking area. You think you see a cook or something, maybe, is wearing this giant chef's hat that oddly has this like peacock's plume in it. And then you remember some sort of grating noise of an elevator or something, as you kind of just stand still and descend into this dark abyss that eventually envelops you again.
How cognitive am I?
Barely.
Okay.
These memories are kind of flooding back to you as I get developed to a point. You're led through this hallway. You can remember sort of a shimmering green, very familiar green. And then you remember staring up at this brilliant white light that is just so jarring and so blinding, in contrast to the dark scenes you've been looking at up until this point. And you think you hear screaming that is just so close that it's ear-piercing. Until you realize it's like coming from your mouth. And you can see these a very familiar wrinkled old man with small telescopic cybernetic eyes, blue X's through them, looking down at you, with some sort of like a scalpel, and his hand has like opened up into several different tools which he's prodding, and has your scalp pulled off and is doing something directly to your brain. You're not sure what. You can feel him mess around inside of your skull, though, for a brief second. At least you think you can. Vision goes dark again. And you wake up, eventually, surrounded in blackness. There's only a vague light coming through some curtains in the back, where you can hear, another round of like buzzing and whirring, but obviously they're distant this time, not right in your ear. And as you wake, you can hear the rattling of the cage in front of you. You are completely nude. And the rattling, as your vision kind of blurs in and out for several seconds, is the sound of somebody pouring kibble into a dog bowl inside of the cage that you've been thrown into. It's kind of rusty metal wire cage. And now you are free to do whatever you'd like to do.
I think given the jarring sensation and still recovering from the after effect of this drug, she's not moving too much. I think she feels heavy and weighted and just very lethargic, despite the fact she would like to move. What she can move of her eyes and her head, which probably takes her much longer than she would like or is even aware of, I think the first thing she would look at would be the person pouring the kibble into the cage.
Okay. Do you have any sort of cybernetic eyes or
Nope.
anything? Okay.
Mm-mm.
Just making sure. The light.
Not that I'm aware of at this moment, unless somebody messed with my brain or my eyes while I was under. I do not.
Does not appear so. I will say that you might immediately. No, I'll save it.
Okay.
The light that pours in through the back curtained area, while it's brilliant over there, the curtain is so thick such that the light is only like small rays on the top lining of the ceiling, and none of the floor. It's been just completely, it's draped down over. So there's only a little bit of light coming from the top, and the man that you're trying to currently focus on is just really just a silhouette. So it's impossible to really make out what features he has.
Okay. I think if anything, if she couldn't tell, she'd look for like the glint of chrome on an arm, or I believe. Yeah. Oh, without looking at my notes, I believe Deva had the antennas and they were glowy. They were white glowy antennas. Or it was the other one. I don't think the other one had the antennas.
You're talking about Elric and his partner.
Uh-huh.
Hold on one sec. Let me double
check.
Sure.
City.
Yes. But does Bebop have the antenna, and did they in fact glow? I don't think my notes are my type notes are that
you're
up to
correct.
date.
His name was Deva.
But did his antenna glow?
No, his eyes did though.
Okay, so she would look for that. She would look for either chrome arm, or if any light catches on that, or glowing eyes.
The definitely would have described the eyes early on. If you'd like to make a perception test, however, for the arms, I will allow you to do so. Go ahead and give yourself a
-4.
Yeah, -4.
That's right.
Give yourself sounded so hopeful.
No, I knew it was a negative. There was 15.
15 isn't bad with the -4.
Yeah, I rolled a 7.
Okay. Yeah, you're looking for the chrome glint on his arms, and does not appear to be any sort of glowing or reflection from his arms.
Her heart rate is definitely beating way too fast. As much as she's trying to stay calm and logic out the situation, she is absolutely terrified. There's, I think, some ease if she can't see the chrome that it's not Dracul.
Right.
Anyone else is kind of better, even though it's bad. It's still better in her groggy state. I think for a long while she would just sit and listen and observe.
Okay. As you
trying to adjust her eyes to the light, check the name, eventually get the name on the bowl, and if there's anyone else in her cage, I don't think she thinks there is, but if there's anyone else in her cage and anyone else in the room around her, I suspect that white curtain is the white curtain that she's seen before, where Jenny was brought when they were going to record whatever they were going to record.
No, I mean it's not where she was brought. She certainly looked at it in the BD that you had watched. There was a screaming going on from back there.
Okay.
It's what she used to kind of be able to see where she was going. That light shining in. But no, she never went actually back there. At least
That
you
wasn't
saw.
where the man in the shadows was that was talking to her, where she almost got.
No, she ran
Okay.
a different direction than that. When she ran into a room.
Yeah, I thought she ran out of that white room.
No,
But no. Okay.
she ran kind of away from that a little. Let me double
Sure.
check.
I think that's what Moxie would try to piece together,
Yeah,
like when
she
she
did.
can see and assess her situation, just piece together what she has seen from the BDs and where she is now and try to map that out. Anything to
Yeah.
keep the terror from overriding.
There, fortunately for you, there is some familiarity. You can kind of see the door where she had run to, at least the very top door sill. We're kind of like catty corner across from you of this small room.
Okay.
There is a reflection, I will say. You just kind of see the white lights on some sort of mirrored surface against that wall where the door is. Not really sure what it is.
And that's the room where she found her phone and
No.
sent the.
It is the way she went to get to her phone. She actually had walked a little ways. She kind of snuck through a little bit of this compound. Whatever it is.
And sorry, my the Moxie cell that she's in, it's fully rusted metal bars. I take it like 3 sides,
I
or
mean, they are rusty looking, kind of old looking, but I wouldn't say they're completely rusted. But yeah.
Fair. But on 3 sides and
4 sides.
4 sides.
Well, actually,
no, like...
I'm sorry, 6 sides, because there is, you can feel them underneath your feet and rear. It's a cube.
Is she floating?
No, you're on the floor.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
I just assumed cement, I think, or brick. I don't know why. Okay.
Yeah,
we're good.
Well, I mean, the cage that you're in is on the floor, but it is a cubic. It's a cube cage.
Cage that's sitting down. Okay.
Yeah, with a small little door in the front. It kind of almost looks like an animal pen, like a animal kennel.
Yep.
But with the floor, whatever plastic piece they have on the floor taken out.
Can she sit up? Is it tall enough to?
Yeah, with bending your head down a little bit, you can sit up.
I think she'd sit and as her eyes adjust, still waiting to see if she can read the bowl. But I think with the memories that she has, she touched that spot in her head where
it's tender. When you touch
she'd be gentle, yeah.
Touch it, it's quite tender.
How big of an area does it?
And actually, as you move your hand back, is it
right hand?
Right hand is okay, right?
No, left hand is human. Right hand is cybernetic.
And which is her dominant?
Left.
Okay, so would she be reaching back with her meat hand or her?
It depends on which side she remembered the. Work was being done on.
Sure. I'd say it's probably your right.
Then it would be with her cybernetic hand.
Okay, so when you reach back with your cybernetic hand, you can only feel it with the nub of your wrist, because the whole hand has been twisted off and removed.
Okay. Sorry, that was Jess. That wasn't Moxie. That's fine. Just up the difficulty. That's cool. Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Sure.
At this point,
she's gonna freak out over that.
She's already
freak
lost
out
a
over
hand
that.
once.
She's already lost that hand once. I wasn't prepped to lose twice.
There's also a briefcase in the cell.
She fucking kicks it. No, I'm
It
joking.
blows up.
It blows up. It
Yeah.
blows off your foot.
Does no damage to anything else. Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll some humanity loss here.
Yeah.
And that's
sure.
due to your cyberware at this point.
Yeah.
Do you want to roll it or would you like me to roll it?
Either or.
I don't care. I'll roll it.
How okay, sure. You installed it, you roll it. There we go. Let's go with that.
You'll need to add to your character sheet a neural link.
Yes. So that's Neuralware. Neuralink would come up. That'd be really nice. There we go. Neuralink. Mm-hmm.
And that is 7 points of humanity loss.
Okay.
That's all you can
Ugh.
tell that's there. However, you do lose an additional 15 points of humanity.
Is that split between things?
It is.
Okay.
So you can put 7 and 8.
Thank you. Just so at least I have it on the sheet. Moxie's humanity then at this point is a 6 total. Not her empathy, her humanity.
I'm sorry, the 8 is not an 8, it is 6 actually. So that's quite nice.
No, it puts she has 8 total humanity.
Oh, 8 total?
Yes.
So she has gone cyber psycho. Nice.
Ooh.
Nope.
Ooh.
You know what? I should have had Adderall for humanity loss, to be honest.
Yikes. Cyber Psycho.
1 second.
Yeah.
If they do any work on me, we'll have 2.
So we have 2 Cyber Psychos?
Possibly.
I think if it's not a 0 or less, I still gain control of the character.
Yeah, that is the question.
That's
I read something about that not that long ago in preparation for this.
Humanity.
Same, believe it or not. How cyber fits in. Equal to 0. Character exhibits strongly at least 5 traits. Do your best to roleplay accordingly. Or if it's equal to 0 and you have negative is extreme, and then I hand the character over to the GM.
Understood. So you are 8 humanity points away from it becoming my character.
Yes.
Understood. Yeah, you do have some sort of, I will say, like, whatever you're experiencing doesn't even feel fucking real.
Yeah.
You are in some sort of fused state where you're not even sure this is happening to you. You think you might be watching a movie. You still have that panicked rush. But all you can feel mentally is that neural link, and you don't even really have control over it, which is alarming.
Okay.
It seems to just be picking up, I don't know, something, whatever you're thinking, or not thinking, feeling, experiencing.
Fear, anger, entitlement, rage, I was prepared for a drop to 1, not quite to 0. So
Sorry.
I think her I don't know how like conscious she would be of doing things. I think her next thing would be to touch everywhere else with her meat hand to see if there's any other changes that she can,
Okay, so you feel your body and
like,
head
patting herself
and,
down. Yeah.
looking for any. Okay, your hand is frantically moving around you as you yourself,
I know.
subconsciously.
I think she'd be consciously. I believe she would be consciously touching in that rage field of like, what else did you take away from me that you did not have the right to do?
Okay. So you,
So I think she's being very specific in her search.
okay, you're looking around as your body presses all the way back against the cage, as far away from the door as you possibly can get, and it doesn't appear as though anything else has been installed, just something in the head.
Okay.
But as you feel that tender spot with your meat hand and feel it trace down, you can feel a little socket, like a chip slot.
Okay.
And you can write this on your character sheet. You have a chipware socket installed.
Okay.
The chip has been locked in. You have no way to pry it out.
Okay. Well, I think I will. There it is. I was like, why can't I find this? She's gonna get frustrated. She probably tries to claw at it for a bit.
Claw. You can feel
no.
the skin underneath your nails. Like you clawed.
Yeah.
Because of your
there's blood. Yeah.
your fused state, you've gone too far in your clawing.
Yep. Which just, I think, infuriates her more that she still can't do anything about this. And she's it's too small to stand. Right. You said?
Yeah, for sure. You could crouch.
I think she's going
bend
to
over, I
crawl
guess.
over to the bowl.
Okay.
Is there a name on it?
Yeah, there is.
What is the name that is on there?
There is a name. There's a few names that have been scrawled out.
Mhm.
One is Jenny.
Okay.
And you can trace your fingers.
If
over
Moxie was in
to
any
get
sort of
those
state to
kinda
give a shit about
turn
that,
it.
she would. She doesn't at this moment.
And that name has been crossed out. And this one. Give me a second. Let me do some rolls here.
Sure.
It's just been crossed out. No,
Just crossed out names.
just
Nothing.
no name. No name appears to be written on the
Okay.
bowl.
Can she turn the bowl vertically and slide it through the bars?
Yeah. Well, no, because there's like wires that go across this way. So
So the bowl will not fit through.
no.
She's gonna try to jam it through anyway.
Okay. You pound,
Yep.
start rattling the cage. All right. At this point, games.
If it cuts into her hand, I don't think she notices.
You wake to the sound of a pounding gate. It's just thudding in your ears. You feel the soreness of the same kind of soreness you felt after getting your Koreznikov in your head. Just this tender feeling, and the sound of that thudding gate, just throbbing. You're hanging over like headache.
Stop all the noise.
From the cage beside you, you hear a familiar voice you hear a familiar voice.
she just keeps trying to
keep
shove
banging.
this dog bowl through the bars.
You know, the food splatters everywhere.
No,
And you're banging on the cage, banging for a
I
while.
guess it would take her a couple of minutes for, even though the voice is recognizable, for it to actually sink in
Sure.
at this moment.
Bang, and you can hear the sound of the plastic kind of crunching and breaking, and eventually you get it through. Goes through.
Fantastic. That's exactly what she wanted. And then she'd like to,
and it skids across the floor.
yeah, if it didn't like get out of her hand, she'd try to frisbee it down the hallway.
Okay.
But the banging at that point does stop.
Good.
Games, you don't remember anything. This is the first you have experienced since being dragged down and tased to unconsciousness.
Gonna keep my eyes closed and roll away from the sound of the banging. And then once the banging stops, I am going to slowly open my eyes.
Okay. You don't have any sort of cybernetic vision, do you?
Let me check that. I don't believe so. Nope, all audio and speedware.
And you had a neural link already, didn't you?
No.
How'd you get the Koreznikov if you don't have a neural link?
Apparently that was an oversight. Because I've got cyber audio, I've got a full suite there, I've got Chemscan Tech Hair, Internal Agent, and I don't have Neuralink. I should already have it.
Should have.
Wouldn't you need a Neuralink for the internal agent anywhere?
Yes.
No.
Oh no, that's
That's
actually
an audio package.
It's an
Yeah.
audio
Oh, that's
package.
right. That's right.
So okay, so you do get a neural link.
Good. Yay. Awful
Wow,
nice of
3
them.
humanity loss for that.
Thank God.
And then some mysterious thing, you get
Sure.
6, which isn't bad. God, sorry, Jess.
That's
And then 4 for the last piece.
Cool.
So 13 total.
I'm at 9 humanity.
Nice.
beautiful. Beautiful.
I've already been kind of playing that I'm slipping anyway, though, since the Koreznikov.
Sure.
So,
Use your own psychology on yourself.
right.
Each other's therapists.
But yeah, would you like to
Yeah,
be my
right
therapist
now.
for a week while we're in this game?
As you roll over, I mean, you can tell that you have also been stripped bare of any sort of clothing or gear.
This is not altogether unfamiliar to me.
Yeah.
I feel the burning in the back of my head, not necessarily just externally, but like in the back of my mind as well, as I'm starting to look around.
Okay.
I just see a dimly lit room, I would assume.
Just like I described to Jess, it's the same room. I will say you do see a familiar looking female, maybe, in or pale skin.
Would I recognize her at this distance?
No, it's too dark. You do see also in the cage on the other side of you, you're sandwiched between 2 cages, it appears. There is a body in that other cage.
Is it moving?
No.
I'm gonna just sit and wait.
Okay.
Can Moxie go over to the door?
Okay.
Sorry, can you re-describe the door for me?
The door of what? Your cage?
The cage.
Yeah, it's just a gated door with a latched mechanism and a lock on the front.
What kind of lock?
Appears to be, some padlock.
Okay. I think she would try to pull at it.
Okay. You could try to roll.
Probably uselessly, but
I'm gonna do an endurance check
sure.
with
Went
your
everywhere.
You
That
do
was not a
your
great
dominant
roll.
hand is the correct hand, so that's fine.
It is, yeah.
Nice.
That's a 14. That's better than I thought it was.
That's better than you thought. That's
I rolled a 4. I thought it would be under 10, so yeah.
nice. Not an everyday task, however.
No.
We're not pulling locks off every day. So
It's like you don't know.
unfortunately you tug, you tug, and the games you hear the rattling of the cage again as she's
Said stop.
sort of trying to break this lock free. Unfortunately, to no avail.
I think she'd sit and she'd
You hear
kick at the door, hearing the voice anyway.
Okay.
Fuck off. And then if she doesn't even look, she just yells.
Okay.
And then I think she would, with her hand as well, try to figure out where the hinges are, because if she can't get the lock open, I think she'd attempt to remove the hinges.
Okay. Again, another endurance check, I think.
I don't think she can get the actual hinges. I think she's smart enough to know she can't, but is there a flat groove, or if she had a coin or something, she just wants to know the make? Would that be a
Oh, she's not kicking the
deduction?
hinges?
No, she knows she's
Okay.
not that strong. She wants to see what it would take to remove the hinges, or the bolts in the hinges, or
Okay.
something to that effect.
I mean, if you weren't kicking the cage door, you could kind of feel it out with your hand, but remember it is quite dark.
She'd stop and she'd feel it with her hand.
Okay. So when you stop and you start feeling it with your hand, yeah, you can feel the bolt on the top. It goes through and it has the little latches to connect it together.
Oh, so it's one bolt?
No, it's two. Well, it's one bolt on each of the
Top
hinges.
and bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. And what would it take to that's not something that she can just, it's not it's what's the word I'm looking for? Is this a screw bolt versus those pikes you put in to keep your tent down, which I can't think of what they're called.
Like a pylon.
On a hinge would be a pin.
Yeah, it's a pin.
Yeah, a pin. It's just a pin. Can she try to lift it out?
You may certainly try.
Thank you. Is that another endurance test?
Sure. I think so.
Okay. 15. I could use luck. That's okay.
You are,
she's not there.
Trying to grip this pinhead and pull it out, and you can feel one of your nails start to crack backwards and break as you get your fingernail wedged in there, and unfortunately that's the best you get. You just break your fingernail back. Okay. Pain sears through your hand, and the door opens real. To the this kind of area where you guys are standing, and you don't really see who's at the door, but rather just hear a light breathing. This man or woman stands in the doorway watching you guys.
Who the fuck are you?
Just hear this light laughter.
I don't think she'd be able to place it, could she?
I don't think so.
Oh. Fuck you two. And she's going to scoot back to the far side of the cage.
Okay.
Kick the door one last time before she gets back.
Okay. Kick the door. Your feet are kind of getting a little cut up at this point.
Yep.
You're bleeding from them. I'll say,
Yeah, sure. She's done a lot of damage to herself.
yeah, 4 points
Yep.
of damage.
Cool. Yeah, I think she finally gets to the back of the cage and bends her knees to her chest, wraps her arms around, and just, I suppose, Wraith, you could hear like deep breaths being taken. And she's just trying to see through the rage to something she can actually do. And
Okay.
No.
You're sitting there holding yourself. Wraith, what are you doing? Anything?
I'm still sitting silently and moving very little, and my breathing is very shallow.
Okay. The man in the doorway walks closer. At this point, you can kind of make out his silhouette a little better. That pretty sure it is a man. Walks over to the cages, looking in. You can kind of see this long hair, maybe the scruff of the beard. Not really much else. What's your name?
I asked you first.
It's all right. I don't need to know it. What about you?
Everybody knows who the fuck I am.
I know.
I think Moxie at that moment kind of smirks and laughs. Just out of either habit or delirium or just, of course he's fucking here. You're not, I don't even think she knows why. It just kind of like, of course. Of course. And it's just amusing in this like horrible situation.
Nice. Yeah, everybody does know who you are. Piece of shit. He walks over to the cage in front of you. You can hear the unzipping of his pants. This trickle of water coming forward, lifting up, and eventually.
Can I fit my wrist out?
Oh, I was gonna
The
say, yeah,
cage.
whose cage? Because that
If
was
you
that
start
was...
moving forward, yeah, you can certainly try.
I'm gonna dump all my luck with my
Need
Charismakov
to
on.
Your Charismakov does not respond to your command.
I've been biding my time for this.
Yeah.
Is he is this person in front of Wraith's cage or?
Correct. It'd be in front of
Okay.
Wraith's cage.
I wait until he's midstream too.
Okay.
Not right away.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think Moxie would
So it's like
shift.
Pattering
closer to
against
the
your
door.
skin a little bit, and then you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You got this, Wraith.
What do I need to roll?
I'm gonna do an initiative. I mean, it's not like he's not expecting you to do something.
Fair enough.
So I'll need that first, and then it'll just be a melee attack. Grapple brawl. So I will do you a favor and not make it targeted, just for this once.
Hey, thanks.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
My initiative's terrible though. I got a 9
9.
Ooh.
because I don't get my +2.
Much better.
I'm not a combat character.
I probably wouldn't have done much better anyway.
Why not?
I know, right?
You should be a solo.
I'm working on it.
You should have a Krishnikov.
Unfortunately, I did beat you by 1.
Fine.
So you lunge forward, coming out, reaching through the cage, getting up to your shoulder as you reach for him, but he pulls back just in the nick of time to barely escape, and the urine goes up the length of your arm and over your head and in your eye and burns. And he just laughs.
I sit back.
And stream stops, zips up his pants. He kicks the cage. Try that shit again. I dare you. Moves over to the last one. Friend's dead? Not moving. Hey!
Sit stoically,
He rattles the
looking
cage
forward.
a little bit. Wake the fuck up! There's no reply. Hey! Rattles the cage again. Wake up! You can hear a small groan come from that cage. Get up! Wasting valuable showtime. Sleeping on the job. Piece of shit. Tell you didn't like your food. I'll get you some more. He looks at you.
Can Moxie have crawled to the front of the cage at this point?
Sure.
Again?
Yeah.
Can she see through the door that he entered from, or has it closed again?
No, it is open. And you see through that door vaguely. It looks like a small, maybe hallway that goes to the left and right. And there's another door directly across from it.
Okay.
Okay.
So it like goes to like a T-junction with a door
Mhm.
right there in the center? Okay.
Yeah.
Does she recognize that at all from...
You know, there were parts of the BD that were kind of hard, pretty roughly
Yeah, and it
cut.
was clipped and cut. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, you remember that part, but not much. You
But
know
not
that
where
she
it
went
goes or
somewhere.
anything.
Yeah,
Okay. No, that's fine. If I don't ask, I don't know, right?
that's fine.
So
Just telling you.
cool. She doesn't respond to... No, I think... No, she doesn't respond to him.
Okay.
She almost does and thinks better of it.
Okay. He walks out.
She crawls back to the far back. No, I think she's staying in the front. Do cyber psychos sit in cages?
You guys just sitting there in silence.
Yeah. Yeah, she's
For
just
a very
observing.
long pause.
Right.
I'm going to say, I'm here to rescue you.
How's that working out for you?
Midway through the plan.
Prim says,
You shouldn't have fucking come.
I agree. This was a bad plan.
You could have stayed at the door. What the fuck were you doing?
I'm trying to get you out.
Appreciate it. Sorry you got fucked up in the process.
What the fuck happened? Where are we?
Oh, these are real bad guys.
Nova. Just kind of slumps and stays on the ground. A little bit later, the guard does return. This time, it's not bring a bowl. He just pours your food out into the cage and says, "Want you guys eating good? You have a show tonight. Gonna perform. Excited for it? I know I am."
Moxie will move over to where he's. I assume that he didn't pour the kibble at her feet.
Just inside the cage, so wherever you're standing. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
she's at the door to the cage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just inside the cage, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. She picks it up, throws it down the hallway.
He starts dumping it on your head.
Can
Just
she,
covering you in it.
as he's covering her, can she reach through and grab him?
Sure.
Since he should be in theory right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or can she try? Is initiative?
It is. Yeah, it would be initiative. Let's do that first.
Okay. 11?
You did beat him.
Okay. And then I need a brawling check, right?
Yep. I need a
Two.
brawl for grab, and I'm
Remember
gonna
you
give you a
have
minus
luck.
2 for only having one hand.
But it's my dominant hand.
I know, but it's a grab with only one hand.
A lot you can do with one hand.
There is, yeah.
Ooh.
It's a fucking 10.
No shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, and a 4, but I will take.
Somebody
want to
buy a
that.
success?
There's no buying successes.
So with the you said minus 2, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's a 12 plus brawling is 10. That's 22.
I think I have to roll what, evasion plus dodge here, or evasion plus dex
Evasion.
here?
Yeah.
If I
Yeah.
spend $10, can I give her a plus
No.
3?
It's not pay to
You guys are confused. These are references to rewards that were available during our one shot, our Cyber Miss one shots earlier this week. If you would like to, that we the money went towards or is going towards the Gamers Outreach, which is a charity to help kids and teens who are hospitalized. They bring video games and volunteers to give them some fun and a sense of normalcy while they recover.
So I got 11.
Hey,
Hey. All right. So
I'm pretty sure my 22 beats that. could
just
be
by a
wrong.
little. He is completely
the
caught
time.
off guard. He wasn't expecting 2 grabs in one go, I guess, for some reason. And so you lunge forward like a predator jumping on its prey, and you just grip forward, grabbing him by the torso with both arms stuck through the cage, and pull him in. What are you doing? What would you like to do from there?
If she couldn't have like gone with one hand to grab the collar of his shirt and like slam his head to knock him out, which was kind of the thought. If she's got both arms wrapped around, I think she would just in the struggle try to take any keys or anything that's on his
You've grabbed him by
waist.
the shirt and the other arms around his legs to
okay, cool.
keep him there. And
I'd
you
like
can
to
try
slam his
pull him
head
down.
into the cage to knock him out.
Okay, you can do it's a throw, but instead of letting go, you just keep it. So you do your body directly in damage to him. You don't need to roll anything.
Okay,
you
thanks.
just do your body directly in damage to him. So what's your body?
It is a whopping 5.
5. So you do 5 points of damage to him.
Yep.
Can I assist?
No.
If it's his head, do I do double?
I'm gonna say not for
That's
this.
fair.
You're doing the best you can. His head
Yeah,
isn't
that's fair.
necessarily hitting the cage as hard as it possibly could. You are in a
He does get a negative
disadvantaged
2.
position. He does get a negative. Yeah, I guess
He was
he
grappled.
does.
Trust
Wraith
me, I know
knows
all
this.
about grapples.
So yeah, it's true. Got choked out. So you grabbed him and you're beating him against the cage as best you can.
Yeah.
It is his turn. And I've just given you kind of a surprise action there
Cool.
to do the damage. So
Thanks.
Now, I guess at first he's going to struggle to just, straight up break free. So I'll need your. It's the same roll over again.
Another brawling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does she still get the minuses? Because she already has him.
I mean, both of them would get -2, so it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
okay.
It just cancels each other out, I'd say. Don't worry about it.
So just whatever I rolled.
Just whatever you roll.
Cool. 15.
15. Okay. Give me 1 sec. I just need to double check this breakout thing mechanic.
Most people are like, Grim, they curl up in the cage. They seem terrified. What are these fuckers attacking us?
No.
Well, in the cage.
This is what you get when you turn two people cyber psycho.
Mhm. Is he within range that I can reach his leg?
No. It's these the cages are spaced somewhat apart.
Okay.
Like you couldn't touch her. I
I
mean, I
disagree.
guess if you both like reached out, you could like do a arm grab.
Or if I was on the same side as his side, or they're not like flush.
right.
They're not touching.
They're not touching.
Oh, okay, I got you now.
So if the guy was standing between the cages, you'd be fine.
Yes.
But right now you're screwed.
So lure him over there.
She's got the mental capacity for that, sure.
Okay, so
Yeah, you get him talking and then somebody just grabs both legs. That would hurt.
so I roll a grab test against you, basically. So you roll your dex plus evasion, oddly.
Oh, but the vision. I'll keep the number. I rolled a 5.
Oh no! You both roll dex plus brawling. I'm sorry, it's not evasion
Okay.
at all.
It's 15.
Nobody evades things.
15.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He breaks free, pushing back off of the cage. He says, "Bitch!" He spits at you.
I thought you said you were ready
Lands
for the
on
show.
your shoulder and drips down your body, but he says, "Don't fucking touch me!" And he's like wipes some blood off his forehead where his head cracked the cage. Looks down at his hand. "Bitch!" he says again, and he kicks the cage once.
Oh, she would try to grab his leg, like his ankle, if he tried to kick, as she's laughing at him for yelling at her.
Okay, so you can attempt again, sure.
Thank you. Initiative first or just brawling at this point?
Just brawling at this point, I
Okay.
think.
Oh, no, she does not. That's very fair.
Okay, so
It was a 1 followed by
you-
a 7. I think that's a 3 total.
you reach out to snatch his leg, but you just catch air as his leg is already withdrawn. However, he does come. He's drawn something, and you can see an electric spark at the end of a stick, and he just nails you with it, or he attempts to.
Can I evade?
You may attempt to evade. I'm going to give you a -4 for the kind of cage you're in, though.
Recommendations of the metal
mobility.
cage.
True, because I can't stand. That's fair. No, we'll just
Ooh, I don't know if you're
Ha!
getting away
It's
from
fucking
it.
10.
I got
Nice.
a 10 too, so this is a 10 off.
Damn it. Oh, it was followed by a 4. So that
Tell me your total.
was that. What was my negative? Was it -4 or -8? Did you say
-4.
-4? Okay, so that negates the 4. So it's just a 10 for evasion. I have a 10, so it's 20 total.
20's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Fortunately, I got a 26.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, with you having a 10, I don't think that's gonna be enough.
So you are hit with the cattle prod.
Mhm.
I need to read what that does real quick.
It disables all neuroware.
Yeah, absolutely.
It probably does cause a jolt to the BD. This is the kind of thing that Swag hates to cut.
Is that in just the regular book? No.
What?
Yeah, it's a stun baton. What it's called.
Oh, I should know what that is. Someone used that the other day.
It's in the special weapons.
Exotic?
Exotic, yeah. Because
Okay, so it
Burundi, I'll
does,
have one.
Yeah.
medium melee weapon, so it just does 2d6. Or medium is 3, right?
2.
Medium is 2, I think.
Heavy is 3.
Weapon damage, medium, melee, 2d6.
Okay. 2d6.
Yep.
So you take...
But it can't kill me, and it can't give me a critical injury. So there is that.
Which is good, because I just rolled double 6s, so 12 points of damage.
Why are you so mean to me?
I don't know.
All the humanity lost, double 6s, man.
Had he shocked me, it would have
And he
been
does
one
have... It
damage.
is a rate of
It's-
fire, too.
It's almost like, you know, I attacked him or something.
Yeah. It is a rate of fire, too, so you are being attacked a second time, and you
Oh,
need to attempt
good.
to dodge that as
Yeah.
well.
Just at the -4.
Just at the
It's gonna
-4.
be there.
I mean, well, -4 plus the wound penalties that you have accumulated now. Because there's 12, there's no way you didn't get one.
So then -1, it's okay.
So,
9 total.
yeah, that's he
Yeah.
nails you again.
Yep.
This time only 9 points.
Only.
Okay.
Yep.
Are you doing anything? It's technically your turn.
She would try to grab that stick. Are you kidding? She would try to grab it and pull it free, like
Okay,
into
so
the cage.
what I'd say is like a
Harry?
held.
So given that she's
what would be
hurt.
a held action, and wait for him to... Your triggering event would be him to prod you, and then you could grab. I'd let you do that.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, so
that's
he's
what
going to
she
hit
would
you
do.
with one first, and
Mhm.
then you'll be able to grab.
Okay.
Okay?
Sure.
So go ahead and roll. Well, you probably would be dodging a little bit still, so go ahead and... Are you going to... I'll tell you what, if you just take the hit,
I would say
I will give you
she
a
would, yeah,
bonus.
for this, because, and we're given that she is cyber psycho, I think she tried to take the hit, grab the stick, and throw her whole body over it just to give that extra weight of pinning it away from his hand.
Nice. Okay.
Like she would sooner take the damage because it doesn't
Nice.
quite
So-
register.
Okay. So
To
you
get it
do
out.
get hit.
Mhm.
For another 7 points of damage.
What video am I going to be in? I'll be unconscious first, bitch. All right, yeah.
And you may do your grab attack, and I will give you a bonus, like I said.
Okay.
I'll give you a +4.
Okay, that gives me a +1 because that's after my -3 from
It was
injuries.
worth it.
Yay.
Pain editors.
Yeah.
We
Fucking
need
10.
nanites.
Are you
What
serious?
Yes, I'm serious. Followed
Okay.
by a 2. I swear, 10, 4, 10, 4, 2, 4, 2. Like it's one or the other.
Wow. Okay.
So that's
Cool.
13 plus brawl is 23.
You have beaten him, and you have grabbed the baton, and you now have yanked it into your own hands. I assume you don't want to hold him. You're trying to hold the baton.
No, she's going to scoot back. So he'd have to come in to get at her.
Okay.
And she's got the cattle prod pointed towards the door to jolt him
Yeah, okay.
if he ties.
Okay.
She took her ill-gotten gain and scurried to the back of the cage.
Okay.
Waiting.
As you scurry backwards, holding your cattle prod out like an
With
Ewok on
one
indoor.
elbow, one hand, because she doesn't have her other hand.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like a lance.
He looks down at you and kind of like realizes the position he's in now, and you can tell he's obviously seething. He's breathing hard, looking into the cage. And he says, "Fine," and he walks out.
Okay. Does the door close behind him?
Actually, he goes through the curtain way. You can see him swipe open the
curtain.
curtain. Yeah. Go through
Does he
that.
leave it open, or does it
No,
close behind him? Like it just
swings
swishes.
back, yeah. I mean, maybe now that there's a little additional light pouring through there, you can see a little better into the room that you're in. You can make out each other a lot better.
Okay. Shit. Given what's in the room, can Moxie make any sort of deduction of what she could do that would potentially help her in the situation? Like I assume there's no like puddles on the floor where she jolted it would go to like that room or not hit her cage. I assume hitting the metal cage with this electricity based weapon's not a good idea.
I won't even make you roll deduction for that one.
Yeah, no, that one I'm pretty sure Jess could figure out. But if there was any liquid, especially in the direction he went, that she could electrify, or if he stepped into a puddle as he's coming back to her cage.
Not really any puddles in here.
I'm covered on a liquid.
You are actually that just dawned on me.
You're covered in a liquid. Oh, you are covered in pee.
He
yeah,
is.
There is that.
Which actually conducts the electricity really well.
Because of
the salt in it.
Salt in it, yeah. So you could shock.
Well, I was
crap
thinking.
out of Wraith.
No, this guys, you're making this way too complicated. I was thinking have Moxie pee out like in front of the cage of her door, so when he steps in front of it, she can shock.
That's what
her
I was
own
just
urine.
gonna,
Yeah.
Good plan. I like it.
If there's nothing else in the room that she could deduce, would be a slightly more intelligent decision.
You can tell he's barking at somebody from the other room. I will say nothing immediately comes. I mean, there's nothing really around you. There is.
How far is the curtain?
Curtain
from her
is
cage?
probably like
Arm's length or no? Arm and baton length, rather.
Not even close. Maybe
Okay, cool.
14 meters away.
Okay, then that's not gonna work
12 on a good day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
His cage is. You could prod out his cage.
I could shock Wraith just for shits and
You
giggles.
could actually probably kill me.
You should not have come for me.
Can't kill you at the cattle prod.
Then yeah, I'm gonna go with my original plan, and she's going to make a puddle in front of her cage with her own urine to zap when whoever it is appears comes to collect her.
Okay.
And I think she would measure so she can sit back exactly where she is, where she can just drop it or hide it. I don't think she could conceal that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
conceal
her
it.
current plan.
Along the side of your leg.
He knows it's in the cage with her. That's not no.
Yeah.
If she had a cyber like full arm and there was like a hollow, then that's what I would do. But that's not how her arm works.
With like a fast draw.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my current plan. That's what I got for you.
Okay. You are bending over and peeing in front of the cage.
Yep.
Okay.
Paying attention to where he is, obviously, or anybody that enters the space.
Okay. He's yelling somebody. He's like, whatever fucking implants you have been concocting back here aren't fucking working. They're still fucking insane. And you can hear a female voice say, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can. Most of them aren't. I'm not sure what's wrong. Go fucking look at them. Make sure that shit works. Yes, of course. From the curtained room, you see, the curtain draw back, and dressed in, kind of like, I want to say, sanitary rags, if that makes sense. Like really tattered, like worn clothing, but completely clean. Except for, maybe like a little bit of blood on the front.
Like hobo medical.
Yeah, something.
Hobo medical, yes.
Yeah, wraith chic.
Wow.
Burn.
This is your hospital again.
A woman with dark hair of kind of like a mixed Asian European heritage walks through. Moxie takes you maybe a moment in maybe your cyber psycho addled mind, near cyber psycho, I should say.
Yeah.
But that is Jenny.
Okay.
And she makes her way up. She has a tech scanner in one hand.
Moxie would say over there and like try to direct her to the side of the cage as opposed to the front if Jenny moves to the front as opposed to the side.
Okay.
No, Moxie's smarter than that. Hang on. Playing a smart character when you're not smart is really tough, guys.
Dude, tell me about
Yeah. I
Deal with it
think
every day.
it. Yeah.
I think Moxie would move to the back corner of the side of her cage to force Jenny that direction as opposed to the front,
Okay.
where she had been.
She does appear to be going to the front, though, as if to open it.
Moxie won't attack her.
Okay. Are you sure? She'll
Not at
roll
this
it.
Yes.
time.
Okay.
Ooh.
You can't get a 0, so.
Well, again, it would just be 10.
True.
I think in as much as Moxie is cyber psycho, she did come here for a very specific reason, and Jenny is that very specific reason.
That's fair.
To
Whereas I
kill
might attack
Jenny,
her.
it would undo her whole reason for being here, and I think that's the only thing that is saving her right now.
Okay. That's fair.
I would definitely attack her, actually.
Can
Maybe
her
with your
sister?
entire
Your
life.
your
I think-
best friend's sister?
Moxie would yell, "Fuck off, you powder puff," as she moves to the back corner of her cage.
Rico's girlfriend, also.
Yes, it is.
This is literally the downfall of the entire.
Oh yeah, I guess Wraith, you actually recognize her from knowing her. Forgot about that part.
Quite well. Quite well.
Hey, it's one of your best friends.
Yeah.
No, not anymore.
Oh, written off.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That means you done messed up.
She moves to the front and with like med scanner and kind of a medical bag at her side. And when you say that, it doesn't seem to resonate with her. Her face remains completely straight.
Okay.
And she goes over and unlocks the cage.
Mhm.
And
Where is
opens it.
Dude McDude face?
He just seems to be standing in the doorway watching. He actually has his looks like some sort of 45 caliber or greater in his hand, a pistol in
Is
his
it
hand.
pointed at me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Okay. I think then at that point she'll keep her eye on him.
Okay.
And with the cattle prod, just kind of, or the stun baton, sorry, whatever it is, just kind of move it like kind of across her throat and be like, "We're not done yet." Not like directly across her throat, just the motion. I should clarify. Given what she's been doing, I
You
feel that's
tase
a very
yourself.
important distinction to make.
There's a button.
Oh, Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
I've seen people get accidentally tased all the time.
that's true. Like, this isn't over yet.
All right, she's gone.
No, just kidding. Okay, so you can see the guy now. He's kind of a grungy looking emo kid, really. His long, shaggy hair, kind of a 5 o'clock shadow, looks really disheveled with dark, sullen eyes, and he's wearing like a shirt with striped sleeves and some band logo on the front.
Kabuki All Stars.
That'd be ironic. No, though. And Jenny, though, on the other hand, opens the door, makes her way in. And puts her hand on the cattle prod.
No, Moxie would move it away.
Huh?
Moxie would pull it away.
Okay.
She won't let her touch it. But Moxie's gaze is still on what's his name.
Okay. So she holds up her hands and then starts running some vital signs on you.
If it matters, for her knowledge, Moxie's currently in critical condition.
Okay.
Got
This
tased
is-
burn marks on her body.
Okay. She says, she isn't responding very well. Or, sorry, she's not British. It's Moxie.
That's me.
She isn't responding very well. I'll see what I can do here. She takes out an air hypo, presses it against your neck. Which is in, I'll need you to roll.
I think Moxie would dodge and look at her and say, "What is that?"
She says, "Don't worry, it's just a simple painkiller."
And she's gonna lower her voice really quietly to where only Jenny could hear. I don't have an audio vox. I don't think I could make it any lower. It's not the sheet where it has my cyberware on it. No, point of order. Can I make a human perception check to see if she's lying first?
You may.
Thank fuck for the 9. 15.
Okay. She does not appear to be lying. She seems at least earnest. She says, I will say, when you have that moment of staring at each other, she just mouths to you something. If you'd like to roll lip reading, you may.
I really would. At this point, I would like to use 4 points of luck.
Okay.
Thank you. Right? Yeah. Oh, that was a 12 to make human perception. I forgot my -3 modifier.
Oh, okay. Well,
She still seems like she's telling the truth. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So I used 4 points. Excuse me, a +1, 8 with lip reading, 18.
18. That's enough.
Yeah.
She mouths, "Trust me, Moxie."
Moxie will let her stab her.
Okay. Stab her.
Oh,
Air goes in. Too late.
yeah.
Roll
I'm gonna
resist
say in that
torture drugs.
moment of indecision, because I'm like, wait, Moxie doesn't trust fucking anybody.
Yeah. You're like,
It's like,
you concede
Yeah, I
a little
think-
bit, then you tense up, but it's too late.
I
She's
think
already
that's what
hit
it was.
the,
Is that
hit the air
she
hypo. Can
realized
roll,
that
resist torture drugs?
I'm so good at this, guys. So good at this. It landed on a 9 and then rolled to a 5.
Nice.
I
Yep.
hate when that happens.
Minus with my penalty. It's really a 2. So that would be a 9 total.
9. All right. She hits you with the air hypo. Vision starts to blur. You nod. Go out.
Yep.
She removes the stun baton from her hand at this point. And starts doing a few more things. You can see her chuck the stun baton behind her, just so it's out of the cage immediately, in case Moxie does somehow resist this and wake back up.
It's fair.
And it rolls on the ground. The guy doesn't trust this because he's already been attacked too many times from this lady. So he's has the gun trained on her, even though she's unconscious, and moves and picks up, bends down, picks up the stun baton, puts it back on his belt.
Can I roll a human perception to see if he seems worried?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. My tabs are in the wrong order.
Ooh. Not helpful.
Oh. I was like, that doesn't make sense that I
You have
have
no-
4 in
you
the
have
skill and I
no
have 4
empathy.
in the base. And I was like, oh, it does make sense.
Yep.
And 11. Thanks, empathy.
11.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're not sure. Hey, thanks for the follow, Stormbender327. Appreciate you
Thank
very
you so
much.
much.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, very
thank you.
cool of you.
Still, when he bends down
Mhm.
for that moment and like feels for it, I want to bark at him as loudly as I can. I would use my audio vox to amplify it, but I'm sure it doesn't work.
It doesn't. Yeah, you cannot
Okay.
find your audio vox working. You try to push your vocal cords through it, and it's just like pushing air down into a balloon that's too tight or something. And you
I'm
just
still
come
gonna
up as a
bark at him as
squeal.
loud as I can.
Nice.
Right.
Actually,
What are you
question.
barking?
Just literal. Rah!
Fucking animal. Jesus. You belong in that fucking cage, you freak.
Have I drawn his attention though?
He seems to be looking more towards you, yeah.
Okay, that's all.
Okay.
So, question. Not to change any of the rules, but I would have used my voice stress analyzer to tell if she was lying. I totally forgot to add that bonus, but I'm assuming just from Moxie's
been
knowledge, it
disabled.
does not work. Okay.
Yeah, your cybernetics have been disabled.
Okay.
You're not sure if they are removed, which would be very alarming, or not.
Well, they took
But
my hand. I know the hand got removed.
considering you didn't feel the pain from those areas where those would be, like you would feel it on your spine,
Yeah.
for sure, and you in your ears, I believe you have a audio suite. Yeah, you would be skeptical that they've been removed because you
Okay.
don't feel like you've gone through surgery in those areas, at least. Just disabled somehow, probably through some sort of EMP sort of thing. You're not sure. Anyway. Okay, so she's you're barking. She is running some diagnosis, and she says, the surgeries could have been better, I suppose. But no, I think that they were probably just on the edge already, and the implant. Shut the fuck up. What can you do? She says, can't really do much. I mean, Can you reimplant them or some shit? No, it doesn't really work like that, unfortunately. He says, oh, fuck. So, what? The doctor, did you install these or did the doctor? I'm not a surgeon. I just, I don't care. All right. I get it. All right. So they're just going to be fucking feral. Well, that's good. They're going to be feral and they live in cages just exactly like they should. He looks over to the barking one and the one next to him. All right. I got an idea. Put them out. Okay, she says. And no. Jenny's been doing something with Moxie for this time, running diagnostics. And then she exits the cage, closes it, locks it again, and then moves over to your cage, Wraith. Unlocks it, and he's got his pistol trained right at you. Been taking aim, so to speak.
Several rounds.
For several rounds. As he moves his pistol from Moxie to you. And Jenny comes in and she applies the same sedative that Moxie applied. You may roll your resist torture drugs unless you're going to fight Jenny.
Literally thinking about rolling will because I hated her before this and I can't imagine my feelings have gotten any better.
Why would you hate her?
Yeah.
She Yoko Ono'd me, homie.
She caused the downfall of Kabuki All-Stars.
No,
Because
she
of
didn't.
her, my best friend betrayed me.
No, that is not what happened.
It's what he believes, and that's what matters.
That is true.
So go
I'm
ahead.
still
and
going to
roll.
resist tortured drugs.
All right.
8 plus
Good roll.
8. 16 minus 4 because I've been near mortal.
Yeah, that's a fail.
12.
Jesus.
Yep, you go out as well. And everything fades to darkness for the two of you. For posterity's sake, I'll say Grim says, I won't even resist, man. Just don't put me out again. And scene fades to black for you. When you awaken, the three of you do awaken together. Sort of. You're in a dimly lit room. There is a single light from overhead with kind of like this kind of a
Shade.
triangle shade over the top, or cone, I guess is what I meant. A room that you remember from the BD, Jess. This is the room where Jenny was brought, and you had the onlookers in the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Now it looks like it's been staged. There is a cage, a large one, that has 4 walls of steel bar. In the center of that is you, Wraith, and Grim is on the other side. You, Moxie, are held in the outside. There is a gun pointed directly to your temple. You are bound and held against the wall. Your hands are, I guess your hand wouldn't be bound to itself.
One hand is?
I guess your hands are free, actually.
Oh, you could be shackled.
You're shackled by the feet.
Okay.
Your hand is free.
Okay.
but you are held against the wall. There are a variety of onlookers, maybe 5 to 7 different people all around this cage, kind of viewing it. And you can see standing in front of that cage, outside of it, is a man with chrome arms, long dark hair, standing. And he says, "Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have a most spectacular event. These 2 champions," he points inside the cage, "will do battle to the death. 1 pistol in the center of the ring awaits, and we will watch as they attempt to come out of that cage alive. Only the winner will survive, and the loser will not. And if they refuse to fight, not only will their own lives be forfeit, the lives of their friends," he looks to you, Moxie, "will be as well. So let us watch and see how this unfolds." He turns around to look into the cage, looking towards you and Grim. And there's the pistol in the center of the cage. And he says, "Who would like to survive?" Will it be you? The musician with the loud mouth that won't shut the fuck up? Or you? The nobody, street rat, who wants to go home? Because I promise you, the victor will go home. Moxie,
Yeah.
you're standing there. You have somebody is gripping your arm with like a death grip. You can feel it dig into your bicep. This is on the hand that is good.
Okay.
But not only that, you can feel something foreign lodged between your legs. You are not sure what it is.
Okay.
And with that, I think I will end the episode.
Good game.
Thanks,
Nice.
buddy.
Yeah, thanks.
Great way to end.
I thought it was 10
We'll see
last
you guys
week.
in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the last episode of the year.
We'll be back in January.
Yep.
We love you guys.
Have a great break.
Yes. Have
Yeah.
a wonderful holiday season, whatever you celebrate.
Yes.
Take good care of each other.
Yeah, you get to spend it with people you care about and get to relax. It doesn't seem to happen very often nowadays, I find.
Yeah, true. Always
Yeah.
busy. But
So take some me time.
yeah, enjoy your holidays, for sure. If you have the inkling, please donate to our link. Our charity will be running, or it is running, I guess. And donate to that. But other than that, just have a good holiday. Look forward to seeing you guys next year.
Yeah.
So long.
Take care.
Bye.
Thanks for coming, everyone.
Where's my... There it is.